Carré.
And this is Alexis.
And you're listening to Lit Society, a show about books and drama. Hey, y'all.
Hey, I miss y'all. I really miss y'all.
From the heart.
Mm-hmm.
If you
True
watch
story.
the video.
Hello, Korean love.
And this is especially an episode you want to turn to the video for, because we have some visual elements. Woo! Anyway, how y'all doing? That's good. Oh my goodness. I'm not again. There he go.
Ooh.
Girl, I know. Excuse me, I'm talking to the audience, but since you want to butt in.
Yeah, can I be literati? Yeah, okay.
Alexis, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I got a lot of good news on my side with my family and my family. Lots of family stuff going on, but it was all good news. Health. Yeah, good news.
Yeah, we love to hear it.
Yeah.
And as you guys are watching the video, you see that Alexis has dyed her hair a Beyonce honey blonde. We love it.
Around, trying to play around with some color because I love color and I haven't had it in a while. Been working with my grays, so I want to switch it up a little bit.
How you get gray in your 20s? Anyway, please, Alexis, what are you reading right now?
Okay, so I took a break last week. It's kind of hectic, but I was going to start Casino Royale. Remember, we read the graphic novel, and then someone suggested to you that we didn't read the actual book. So I went and got the book from the library. It's relatively thin. It's a thin, short book. So I'm going to read that. That's what I'm starting to. And then another book that I got was War of the Worlds. Do you remember?
Oh, okay.
So, okay. Go ahead.
So Casino Royale, Sir Ian Fleming, War of the Worlds, Orson Welles.
Is it Orson
This is a
Welles?
book? I thought this was a radio production.
It was a radio production based on the book. Mm-hmm.
What?
Yes.
So you mean a book was out there and then people still was fooled into thinking it was real life? You want to hide something from folks, put it in a book.
Yeah, well, I don't know the fine details, but maybe it started off that way. But it's H.G. Wells.
What?
The author is H.G. Wells.
We've done this before. So Orson Welles and H.G. Wells are obviously not the same. But yes, Team Literati. No, stop. Was that a tomato? I've been watching Evelyn from the internet, and she do that sometimes. Was that a tomato?
Evelyn from the internet.
So I love her too.
We did that already. Sorry.
So I know that's not the same person, but H.G. Wells put out a book, and then Orson Welles put out a radio program. That full.
Oh, is that what it is?
All over the.
They're not related.
Don't let us get to lying, but I'm looking for his book so I can verify the facts. But this has never been a fact-based podcast. 2 years after
Orson Mercury Theater broadcast of War of the Worlds caused public panic, with both expressing music and skepticism. Oh, well, that doesn't do it. I thought they were going to say that HG then produced a book, but HG is the author, and Orson Mercury directed the radio broadcast, I think.
Well, listen, I believe you. Y'all, I don't know. You fact check this on your own.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what it is. Orson Welles adapted the H.G. Wells novel.
Tell us how it is when you read it. I am reading a lot of marketing books right now. I'm going to finish Stephen King's on writing, because in about 2 years, we will no longer have writers due to AI, as ChatGPT and other AI programs are currently free, and they're learning human behavior and improving at record speed. We will soon need books marked with human written, robot or AI written. I hate to say robot, but AI written. AI aided. Soon these are stamps that are going to be on our books. This is what I'm predicting.
AI aided?
Yeah, AI aided.
Okay, I'll be looking for that.
And the books we gonna like, they all gonna be AI books because it's just gonna be better eventually as our brains rot from the use of AI. But let me get off my soapbox.
But are you gonna put your book out there then?
No, for what? No, I don't know. I don't have time right now. But I don't have time. I'm so busy. I'm too busy to write this book I've been talking about for 59 years.
Well,
so I'm going to finish on writing. I have a bunch of marketing books. There a few of them you guys definitely know out there. I know if any marketers are listening, they're like yelling out the books, but I can't bring them to mind right now. But if you guys want to talk about that on our Patreon, I am open to doing that in some type of format. But anyway, yeah, so I'm focused on marketing books because I'm putting my efforts full time this year and the next into Lightatees, my business. This year's went really well.
So proud.
Shockingly well.
So proud.
Can I guess how much I made in 2024 from Lightatees?
In 2024?
Yeah.
$52.
108.
So close. I was there.
So this year profits have increased over 500,000%. I ain't even kidding. Shopify was like, "Oh, we thought you was dead." No, I'm here and I'm serious.
So glad. I'm so absolutely so glad. I knew this was a product you needed to keep pushing, so I'm so glad you dove into it.
Thank you. And making. It's my art and I love it. I love doing it. So to keep up with that, visit Lightatees by Kari Herrera on YouTube. That is where I talk about the business end of the business. And on Instagram and other social media platforms, it's regular business social media where I'm promoting in a very fun and inviting way the fragrances that I create. Also,
a friend of mine just sent me a clip. I don't know. Maybe you posted something, and
don't embarrass me.
I don't know. He did. He sent me a clip.
It looked crazy.
No, I think he's bought from you before, so I think he's gonna buy again.
Hey, friend. Thank you. And if you would like to own Lightatees, visit lovelightatees.com. That's LOVE. Look at her. LOVELITOTES.com. Okay, let's move on to the show.
You got it. All right. Commercial.
One more thing. If you are a member of our Merch Masters, I have a special announcement for you. We've been teasing it for a while, but we just want to let you know we love you. Hey, Team Literati.
We love you.
We love y'all too. Hey, brokies that be watching us for free once a month. Hey, we love y'all too. Some of y'all got the money to pay and you just like, I ain't going to do it. Relatable.
Okay. We love
Have you seen the price of insert any necessity? We get it. No judgment. Shoot. Anyway, the point is, you like Lil Bub on my cup? Remember Lil Bub?
No. Who is Lil Bub?
You ain't
is that a cat?
Shout out to the real ones that remember Lil Bub. And on that note, let's move on to our roundup of our 2025 season.
Insert good sounds.
Yeah, exactly. Insert the song of a champion because Lit Society has just finished its sixth season. And 2025 gave us 20 books. That's right. We read and discussed 20 pieces of literature.
Yeah.
Out of all of these books, Alexis, just a brief little. Anyone stand out in your mind, good or bad? Any of these books?
Any of them stand out, good or bad? Sure. Do I have to name it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see. Let me just do a quick scan so I can tell you. Can I do that?
So then it don't come to mind then. If you got to do research, no.
It's not research. It's not research. You know, then what's it about? Memory.
Okay, then hold off. We'll get to it. Hold on, baby.
Okay.
I will say In Cold Blood because that book made me think.
Oh no, that doesn't
do
stand
kids
out to me.
need to know how to read? Hey, did you hear a semi-famous rapper, some may consider iconic, say that kids don't know how to read? We ain't gonna spend too much time on that, but that was not very diplomatic of him.
No,
but I get it based on his life. Let's move on. I didn't think we'd talk about jewels, but we on your neck. Kids boys gotta read. Anyway, but In Cold Blood made me think maybe they don't. So anyway, let's get into it for real, by rating every book we read this season. Very exciting.
Rate it? Like how? Please explain.
So everyone, please turn to the monitors to your left. Oh. You will see we have a tier list here. That's right. We are doing it like 2016 YouTube. Let me increase this.
Yeah, please do, because I cannot see.
Mm-hmm. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiers.
Okay.
We will take all 20 books we read and place them in one of these tiers. The top tier, the very best. I wish I never read this so I could read it again for the first time.
Oh.
Is there any book you can think of that makes you feel that way?
I never read this, so
mine is The Silent Patient, which I know the girls love to hate.
This year.
No, we're not talking. I'm saying any book,
overall. Oh, yeah, that is a standout book. That had a massive ending, and I still think about that. Just every once in a while, that book pops in my mind, and I'm like, that was still great, though.
The Silent Patient.
Yeah, that's a really great one.
Yeah, so that's one of those books. The plot twist got me so good, and it just felt so energizing.
Yeah.
I believed in writing again until he came out with The Maidens.
Second book.
Which is a shame because I like saying Michaelides. What you reading, Michaelides?
Michaelides, yeah. That was great.
I don't know. But yeah, I wish I never read this so I could read it again for the first time. That's the very top tier. We'll see if any books from this season fall into that.
Okay.
Second, I'm Smarter Now. Ooh. This is Get Good with Money by Tiffany Alici.
Yeah, definitely.
That's that type of book.
Definitely. But it's also one of the books, we did the 2-part books. Oh, wait. There was Jason Reynolds' book. Dang. I can't think of the name of it. Jason's Reynolds' book. Stamped. Mm-hmm.
Stamped. Kendi. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And then there is... oh, good grief. They made a movie out of her book.
Yeah, you're talking about Cast. Yeah. But I would also say
she had 2 books we read. Yes,
Warmth of Other
Suns. But Cast is the one I learned a lot but I could go back and read that again because it has so much information and I need to hear it, read it again so I can really understand what I read.
I feel you. Yeah, that's Isabel Wilkerson.
Mm-hmm.
And those are books that truly edify you.
Yeah.
Like, they truly take over from where high school or college ended. The education continues because it should.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Next, we have, did I read this or did this read me?
Uh-oh.
You ever read a book and you're like, the author is talking to me, but I feel attacked?
Ooh, nothing stands out.
I
feel attacked.
Yeah, I a few books come to mind, but I ain't got to call myself out. Sometimes you read a book and you're like, this protagonist is the worst parts of myself.
I do have a book like that. I could just see it. I just can't call the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Next, we have good, not great, and that's okay. Mm-hmm. Alexis, sometimes books are for what?
Pure enjoyment.
Entertainment, enjoyment.
That's it.
And if it's well written.
And that's okay.
It didn't teach me anything, but it was a nice bit of escapism.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm grateful. Next, we have, it was either this or doom scrolling. Listen. We could sit on the toilet for 3 hours and just scroll Instagram and laugh at the same jokes that we share back and forth. Sometimes I send Alexis a meme and she send it right back to me as if I didn't just send this to her 3 months ago. We could do that.
In reality.
But we're reading. Mm-hmm. So was it great? Nah. It wasn't even good.
So, okay.
But we're doing better than we could be doing. Next on our list, we have a Tyler Perry production. Alexis, what do you think this means?
Well, coming from you, it absolutely means that the book is not that well rounded out.
I like the way you put that because it doesn't mean I wasn't entertained by it. It doesn't mean it's not a quote unquote readable book. I might even recommend it, but it ain't good. It is nonsensical nonsense. Nonsensical nonsense. Plot devices? No. This book ain't heard of them. Layered characters? What that is? This book got an electric slide. And maybe, what do you call them? Them songs they like to sing? Woo, inspirational songs. Okay. So
rude.
And then finally, at the bottom of our tier, we have Ban This Book. Ooh. I already know one from this season I'm putting on there. So without further ado, Alexis, let us begin. And we are going to go one by one. I'm going to ask which tier you would put this book in, but I'll give you a little refresh about what the book was about.
Thank you,
what the book was about.
Thank you,
and
ma'am.
And for you too, Team Literati, it's been a whole year.
Mm-hmm.
So we opened the season with How to Say Babylon by Safiya Sinclair. Under the thumb of a strict Rastafarian upbringing, a young girl carves a path to freedom through resilience and the power of poetry. Where would you put this book? Well, first of all, like, what do you remember from this book? Like, how did it make you feel? What do you think?
I'm thinking about her experiences with on the edge of abuse from her father, how he limited them and how he was so insistent that he wanted her to be modest. Those kinds of things. That's what I remember. But I really enjoyed that book. So I'm smarter about the Rastafarian religion for it. So I could put it in that category. Yeah, I'll put it in that.
Is that your choice? Okay,
yeah,
lovely.
I'll put it in that category.
You will see that the books Alexis chooses have a green border. That's her color. That's why.
Oh, thank you.
So we're going to put this in. I'm smarter now. Yeah, I remember this book was very much talked about outside of even Goodreads, just in our social circles. And it took me a while to add it to the list just because I didn't know much about it. I didn't know at all what it was about. The fact that it was a memoir about a girl growing up in Jamaica in a Rastafarian household. Yeah, that's a point of view I was completely ignorant about. The most I know about Rastafarian culture has come from music. So, music often paints our views in a very rosy way. And this helped provide perspective in a way that I appreciated. So, and I like the fact that she forgave her father without excusing his behavior. Yeah. I think more of that is needed in the world. Everybody don't want to write their parents off. Everybody don't want to cut off their family members and friends. You want to find some middle ground where you're still protecting yourself without carrying the rawness of hurt feelings from trauma this person has created. So I like the way that was described. And I too will say, I'm smarter now.
Okay. I see. I'm seeing how this is. Okay, good.
Okay, here we go.
This is
I will
fun.
also publish the finished here. Eventually, because I don't want Team Literati that can't watch this over the weekend to miss this riveting live discussion.
That's right.
So
next week.
Our number 2 book this season, or the book we read next this season, was The Collected Regrets of Clover by Mikki Brammer. America's biggest city is full of people dying alone, filled with regrets. Clover wants to change that, and so she becomes a death doula, a professional who sits and listens and helps others let go of this life. But what's the point of giving someone a beautiful death if you can't give yourself a beautiful life? Will Clover learn how to live before it's too late? And she, too, is full of regrets. How did this book make you feel, Alexis? And what do you remember most from it?
I remember Clover got on my nerves because she was making so many assumptions. They came from a place of her being isolated to herself. So she wasn't thinking outside of herself. And I didn't like that. I enjoyed the book very much. It made me interested in being a death doula, but overall, it was. She annoyed me. She annoyed me. I mean, I wasn't hating on her, but she annoyed me with the way she approached things. I knew why she approached things that way. It just really irritated me how she approached things.
So what tier you got for this book? Well, while you think about that, I'll say I agree with you. I remember things about the neighbor, and even her, what ended up being basically her best friend. In the end, there were these assumptions made about people that I don't think the author addressed ironically. I think that was the author kind of imposing some shallow thinking on these fictional characters based on small interactions. Clover was someone who, like you said, was isolated by choice and looked out her window and judged everybody. And that was kind of not resolved. But the concept of a death doula and how that was carried throughout the book, I thought was beautiful in a lot of ways. So I'll say for me, it was either this or doom scrolling. I don't feel like the character was just so well written, amazing. And, this story is one I just couldn't put down. But it also didn't kill me.
Okay, and for that, I will put it in the one above this. Did I read this or did it read me?
Oh, so how did it read you?
Oh, no. Above that, or is it below that? Good, not great, and that's okay. That's the one I want to put in.
Got you. Okay, cool.
Because I did enjoy that book. I did enjoy that book.
Yeah, same here. There were just, like you said, those plot points where I thought something deeper probably could have developed from that character. But just, it didn't. But it was okay. It was okay.
It was okay.
And that's okay. All right. The third book we read, The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. In post-war Barcelona, a young boy named Daniel discovers a mysterious novel, The Shadow of the Wind, only to learn that someone has been systematically destroying every copy of the author's works. As he delves into the book's secrets, Daniel becomes entangled in a dark, decades-old mystery of love, betrayal, and revenge that mirrors the story within the pages. Atmospheric, haunting, and full of twists, Carlos Ruiz Zafón's novel is a captivating ode to literature and its secrets. What are your thoughts on The Shadow of the Wind?
That book, we did handle that in 2 parts, right?
Yeah, we did. We had to.
That book was so fun. I really enjoyed I don't know. I'm trying to remember it because I'm excited about it. I was excited when you said it. That book was exciting. Lots of characters. I didn't even know how to talk about it because I just thought it was a really cool book.
So this is a epic tale, right? I'm surprised it's not a movie. Million characters. Usually we hate that, like chisel it down. But we were discussing this during part 2 of our coverage of that book. And we were saying there's no character we would let go. They all bring something. This is also an odd book because it retells the same story over and over again.
Yeah.
But brings to light new details with each retelling. On paper, this is a terrible book. It's redundant. It's, it meanders. But in actuality, we loved it. We really enjoyed it, and it's thoughtfully done. I'll say, did I read this or did this read me? Because this is a book where characters made decisions I would make, but they were not good decisions. Also, the book itself kind of like made me... It made me emotional about situations that will never happen to me. I'm never going to marry my brother or fall in love with my brother not knowing he's my brother. I am an only child and I'm married to someone outside of my ethnic background. It just ain't going to happen. But I was really feeling like it did after I read that book. So I'm going to say, did I read this or did this read me? What do you say, Alexa?
Oh my goodness. I'm hesitant to give it the highest rating.
Right. Because some books you're like, wow, I've never read a book like that. And that's true about this one, but it's just not that. It's not giving that.
Yeah. So I don't know.
It also isn't making you smarter.
It didn't make me smarter. It was just really fun, I feel like, to read because the going back. But when I went back, like you said, I learned more information. It's like, and that in. So I don't know. Because it is good. In fact, it's great. So I'm going to share your category.
Okay, sounds good. Did I read this or did this read me? All right, let's move on. Yeah, but that was a good one. I don't even know why that book came up on our radar. But I'm glad it did.
Yeah, it did. And it was fun to read.
Mm-hmm. All right. Moving on. The next book we read, The Violin Conspiracy by Brendan Slocumb. First of all, I learned y'all don't be watching Black movies like that. And I was disappointed with everyone involved, including Alexis. But let me continue. So, when someone steals a Black classical violinist's priceless family heirloom on the eve of the most important competition of his career, he must unravel a web of greed, racism, and long-buried secrets to reclaim his rightful legacy. The Violin Conspiracy is a gripping mystery that explores the power of music, resilience, and the fight for justice in a world that refuses to see his worth. Alexis, where do you put this book?
I'm going to say... it was either, so I'm going to say it was either this or doom scrolling.
Okay. Yeah, it didn't kill you to read it.
It wasn't my favorite book, but I did enjoy reading it, and that was okay. I would have preferred to read that than to doom scroll, so there you go.
Well, for me, I knew right away what this book was, and it's a Tyler Perry production. I'll tell you why.
I knew you were going to say that. I totally knew that.
The plot makes no sense. There are things done. I'm trying not to spoil it, but there are things done, beginning, middle, and end. It just can't happen. Listen, slight spoilers. You cannot break into someone's house, gather evidence, and then present that evidence in a court of law. You just can't do it. It's illegal.
Okay.
Also, a shoe and a violin, them things neither weigh the same or are shaped the same. And so I believe when you pick up that violin, or that case, you're going to hear a thud. And that's going to be the shoe. Because somebody was dumb enough to replace a violin with a shoe. That's all. I mean, there's more. Also, music. Yeah, that gives me Tyler Perry. Woo! Yep, that's got some of this in here when we chilling with grandma. Grandma and her terrible children. However, the racism and the family dynamics, although sad and disappointing, I felt were very realistic and spot on. And you know what? Tyler do that sometimes too. So this is a Tyler Perry production without a doubt. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised to see Medea's Violin Conspiracy in our near future. And guess what? I'm going to go see it.
That's right. Don't hate. We could all be there.
Next, we have Careless People by Sarah Wynn-Williams. Careless People is a riveting expose that uncovers how ambition and entitlement at the highest levels of power can erode truth, ethics, and democracy itself. Through gripping storytelling, Sarah Wynn-Williams delivers a chilling reminder of what's lost when idealism gives way to unchecked greed. That said, y'all, this is that book about Facebook from the ex-employee of Facebook. That's all. Alexis, what'd you think about it?
Okay, I'm not necessarily. I know more about the inside of Facebook, so yeah, but it's not enough that it hangs on to me, so I can't say the way the Safiya book hangs on to me. So I would say it was good. It's good, not great, and that's okay.
Just quick translation. She didn't learn anything from this book. That's all. That's all she just said. So good, not great.
Yeah.
And I will say, ooh, sorry. Ban this book. I'll tell you why. Sarah, why are you wasting our time? You said either this or doom scrolling, right?
No, good, not great.
Oh, good, not great.
Yeah.
Sarah, what you telling us? You telling us that people in power are corruptible? You telling us that capitalism is soul-sucking and it leaves no room for life. What you telling us, girl? You telling us that Facebook was responsible for genocide? Yeah, girl, we know. We know. Just keep this, baby. I'm gonna need you to log off for me. You mad? So you getting some coins. Hey, I ain't mad at you. But this book, I'm a little mad at because you ain't told me nothing. You ain't told me nothing.
See, Carré says she knew all of the things already in the book. And yes, those are all things that we can make assumptions about, I think. But I think she did share. This was her experience to share.
Oh, you reminded me of something else that made me want this book banned. Unless you have proof. Unless you have Diddy level documentary and proof, not. I don't think it's responsible to say that anyone is a deviant.
Oh, who
and I believe she implied that the writer of Lean In, her ex-boss. Hey, I get that. That Lean In comes from a privileged place, and it is not relatable for 95% of the population. That I get. It is not even helpful, probably, for 85 to 100% of the population. That don't make that lady a deviant. And I get that there were things said that were inappropriate in Sarah's eyes, especially in quote unquote private groups from this boss. That to me was not enough proof. Listen, you ain't Kendrick. You can't just be calling people really bad stuff and we gonna let it fly. I'm not gonna do it. So I didn't like that. Ban this book.
Okay.
Yeah, I need evidence. That's crazy. So, okay, sorry if y'all hear my cat snore.
Oh,
yeah. She doing her best to survive.
The producer is at it again.
The producer. Anything else on Careless People?
No.
Okay, the book was a bit careless. All right, next. 2 Parts Sugar, 1 Part Murder by Valerie Burns. After Maddie Montgomery is left at the altar by her fiance, MD, she learns she's inherited her aunt's bakery and decides to start anew in small-town Michigan. But not even a week after her move, Maddie finds herself the prime suspect in a real-life murder. Will our designer label-loving heroine solve the case before her Gucci goose is cooked? That was like the best description I ever read in my life. Alexis, what did you think of 2 Parts Sugar?
I thought this book was really cute. Let's see.
Even reading about it, I'm smiling because it was just feel good fun.
It is very fun. What's at the top? It's not my top. It can't get that spot. And it didn't read me, so I don't get that. But it's good. It's not that great. So
I agree.
Put in that one. Good.
And don't forget the best part about that tier. Good, not great. And that's okay.
Yeah.
We ain't asking for Anna Karenina from everybody.
Nah.
We not asking for Underground Railroad. Okay. We ain't trying to get the Pilsner prize. We just want to be entertained for a little bit before we go to sleep sometimes.
That's right.
So good, not great. I'll put mine there too. And yeah, that's what that book is. Just makes me smile thinking about it. I like having a Black protagonist that is not being traumatized.
And she was not. She was living her best life. Yeah.
You know, a little murder here, a little murder there.
And having
little
fun.
Shallowness. Can we be shallow too?
We can be. Okay.
Save us. We is damsels in distress. She was a damsel in distress.
She was.
I love that.
That was so cute.
She was not a strong nothing.
And she didn't have to be.
She didn't have to. There we go.
We loved it.
Let's move on. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy by John le Carré. In the shadowy depths of the Cold War, retired British intelligence officer George Smiley is called back to uncover a Soviet mole buried deep within the highest ranks of MI6. Smiley must outwit an enemy hiding in plain sight as he navigates a treacherous world of half-truths, betrayal, and old loyalties. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy is a subtle, cerebral, and utterly gripping masterclass in espionage fiction. Alexis, your thoughts?
please let me talk about this, because when I read this, I was so angry. I was so angry. I didn't know what they were
She didn't talk to me
about.
for a week. I didn't care.
Like, what? Why would she even give this to me? But that's like, I don't know, say there were 15 chapters.
Yeah.
And I felt like that for the first 11 chapters.
Mm-hmm.
By the last 4 chapters, I was like, this is actually a good book.
You didn't say that during the episode.
I
You was
did.
hey, I hate the way that you read. I hate the way that you write.
I did. You gotta go back and check.
Kind of like iconic, Alexis. You sure you hate him that much?
I did. I did say it.
What I said.
But those feelings were just so very strong. Very strong.
Visceral.
So, I do feel like this was a quality book. It was just a rough start to me. The beginning, it just was very hard to read. So, I hate to keep filling up the spot of
You're fine.
Good, not great, and that's okay. But I'm gonna, because I can't. It's not the best book I ever read, but it was really great at the end. And it didn't read me. You
gonna put John Le Carre in Good, Not Great, and that's okay with 2-part sugar? I'm just asking questions.
I know, but I can't. Because the first part of that book was so hard to read for me.
Well, remember, the tier ranking isn't just about how a book makes you feel, right? It's your overall judicial decision about a book's worth. So it might not make you feel that great to read it. It might be drab, dull. But I mean, it still isn't a Tyler Perry production just because you was bored.
It's not. I wouldn't give it that. The guy is
She don't
great.
even want to say it's a good book, y'all. This is John Le Carre.
Yeah, very hesitant. I would like to say I'm smarter now because I read his writing and I survived
a real life spy.
Mm-hmm.
Teaching you about some procedure.
I'll say I'm smarter now because I read his writing and I survived and had a real experience in it.
All right,
I'll put it in that category.
Where is it? Tinker Tailor. Here we go.
Tinker,
all right, we're bringing that on
Soldier
up.
Spy. I would like to read his next book though, the next in the series.
So this is interesting because I found it very drab. I found the characters intriguing, but that burn was so slow. Ooh, there were parts of the book where I was asleep with my eyes open. I
no lie.
This book
was torturous.
Hard, whether you read it, ebook, paperback, or audio.
That's right.
It's not written in a way that is very captivating, but the information is weird because the dish is good, but them ingredients look dry. So, with that metaphor out the way, I will say, listen, this book is taking its sweet time to show you a character riddled with regret. He's in a position where he is expected to be a manly man, but he has, I'll say, effeminate ways or ways that society, he's looked through. He is Mr. Cellophane. Shout out Chicago.
Okay.
He is someone that is not considered by society, and his role is to protect society, and he takes it seriously. His wife don't respect him. His so-called friends don't respect him. Strangers on the street be like, oh, I didn't know it was a person there. Sorry, I just threw this bucket of water on you. He is not a man that makes his presence known. He is not a man who can channel his masculine even when standing next to a woman. It is hard for him. It's hard. And I love that.
Okay.
I love dissecting that character because he's still... it's like times when his what do they call it? Queen and country, now king and country.
King and country.
That motto, that belief pushes him around, but he's lost without it. Oh, so this is the thing. I really like John Smiley as a character, and I love the story, but that's a hard book to read. It is not full of anything endearing. It's hard. So
I was going to say, but because it's John le Carré. Is it John le Carré or John le Carré?
It should be John le Carré, but it's John le Carré.
Okay. It's his writing style is very interesting. And I think,
so I thought it wasn't. Please continue.
Yeah. Like we said, it was quite boring, but for it to come out in the last 4 chapters as like, this is, and to have me think differently about it in those last 4 chapters in a way that I didn't say, I hate this book.
You did though, but I get what you're saying. So it's like, thoughtful, well-written, layered characters, sensical plot. Who can be mad at that?
What you gonna do with that?
There were also lines where we did think it was well written. Now that I remember, we recalled some quotes and we were like, listen to this turn of phrase. Oh, you're right. Yeah. I forgot about that. Listen, the truth is, did I read this or did it read me? Because I also think the overall themes are similar to A Confederacy of Dunces, where you have this group in society, men, and they get a lot of flack, often well-deserved. But there are humans within this group, or so they say, and they have feelings and goals and thoughts, and they hurt. Just like women, I guess. So
it's just like women.
I love reading about that. I love reading about this often not glamorized side of masculinity. And yeah. So that book read me. And you know what? If you read the second, I'll read it too in the series. Let's continue with Smiley.
All right.
He's referenced all the time by people who think they're important. Dads. That's what we call those people, dads.
And the dad referred it to you, recommended it to you, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Figures. All right.
Where did you size him?
So I put John le Carré, and did I read this or did this read me? And you put it in I'm Smarter Now.
Okay.
Which I think is a great choice. Now, Recitatif. I hope I'm saying that right. By Toni Morrison. Two girls from... Thank you. Say it again.
Recitative, isn't it?
Sure.
Okay.
2 girls from different racial backgrounds meet in a shelter and form a complicated lifelong bond. As they reunite at various points in their lives, shifting memories and buried prejudices force them and the reader to confront how race, class, and personal history shape perception. The result is a reading experience as powerful as it is provocative. Alexis, please, your thoughts.
Clever book. Very clever. And she gets
short story, mind you.
She gets the top spot. I wish I never read this so I could read it again for the first time. Yeah, she definitely gets that. It's a short story. I love short stories.
Same.
I really do. And the whole idea that you don't know the race of the character and you get to draw whatever conclusion you want based on your background and experience. I love it. It's very clever.
So for me, this is definitely, did I read this or did this read me? Recitative or recitative, I don't know, Rasputin. This book is more about you, reader, than it is about the characters, in my opinion. But because it is taking your perception and your expectations about people just based on their background and challenging them. And who don't love to be challenged? What reader don't love to? Well, I'm putting a lot of dip on the reader chip. I'll say we, Alexis and myself and Team Literati, love to be challenged by a book. So this book is very well done. It's not heavy-handed. And it is, in our Black opinion, either girl could be Black, either could be white. And it is based on, it is really about what you assume about people.
Yeah.
And that's
great. Says a lot.
I love that. Yeah.
It's so very cool about that way.
Yeah. I mean, what else do we expect from Mrs. Morrison?
Yeah.
Now we have The Nightingale by Kristin Hannah. Set in Nazi-occupied France, The Nightingale follows two sisters, one cautious and reserved, the other bold and rebellious, as they each fight to survive and resist in their own way. As war tests their courage and loyalty, both women are drawn into dangerous choices that will define their legacy. Alexis, please.
Ooh, it's another one. I think I want to give it a top spot because it was really great.
I've been selling at pop-up shows. I've been selling Lighted Teas fragrances at pop-up shows throughout Chicago. And at one show, two people within a 2-hour period, because I'll often ask, what are you reading? Two people said, in so many words, The Nightingale, but it's not good. Don't read it. I said, what? I love that book. It's a downer. Two people.
A downer?
Hey, I get it. I was in a thrift store in Brooklyn crying for a reason from this book, listening to it on audio. So, I get it.
Oh, okay. But a downer?
You know the scene. Y'all know the scene with the baby, the girl. You know the scene.
This is a really great book. And I would read it again. And I'm going to put it in the top spot.
I love it. Ooh.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
All right, where are we? Here you go. Okay, now listen. Thinking about the top spot for me. Yeah, I'm gonna put it there too. It's so thoughtfully written, and I didn't think it was a downer. I actually thought the ending took its time and didn't leave me too down in the dumps, but it was a logical ending for these characters. Y'all, it's World War II. It's sad. Yeah. So
it was intense in moments. It was, that book had me on the edge of my seat.
And everything I thought was going to happen didn't happen the way I thought it would. Like the quote unquote kind Nazi officer, his demise, how that happened.
Wow.
And then the rebellious sister, what she ends up becoming, and then how she ends in some characters don't get a grand exit, as is life. They just get sick from terrible circumstances and die. I'm not saying that happens to any character. You read it. Anyway, the daddy, somebody daddy coming back and being forever changed by this traumatic evil.
Yeah.
That is war. Really well done in our opinion, Kristin. We love that book. And I'd love to never have read it so that I could read it for the first time.
Okay.
All right.
We're making our way. Is this our 10th book?
This is the 10th book. Yeah, very good. Okay. In Cold Blood by Breakfast at Tiffany's Truman Capote. The chilling true story of a brutal family murder in a small Kansas town and the two drifters who committed it. With haunting detail and literary precision, Truman Capote delves into the minds of the killers, the grief of the community, and the fragile boundary between good and evil. Ban this book. I'm sorry, it's not my turn. Alexis, please.
But nope, I totally knew you were going to do that. Just go ahead and put that book right where you say it should be.
Okay,
and I will put it above the Tyler Perry spot. I can't see what it is.
It was either this or doom scrolling.
Yeah.
I'd take doom scrolling any day. So what are your thoughts?
I don't know if I'm fed by Breakfast at Tiffany's because it's the same author, right?
Hey, do you read Breakfast at Tiffany's?
Yeah, I've read it like 3 times.
Oh, you like that book with them N-words. Go ahead, hard R. Go ahead. I was about to say, no, baby, that's the movie you like. But nah, she liked the book. Yeah, we'll talk about this book off camera. Don't worry, I'm going to get her. Go ahead.
Yeah. Gather my thoughts.
I am shocked.
Yeah, no. This actually was my second time reading that book, and I remember the first time I read it and really feeling like, oh, okay, this is a good account well-told story about true life events. So I'll leave it at that.
This is what I'll say. I am not into this era, although this book isn't even from our current era, but of praising and highlighting the offender. A more interesting book to me is of the teenage girl or even the father, their upbringing, their motives in life, a story about them that is cut brutally short by this horrific evil task. I think that's more effective as a story because it shows you how devastating homicide is. How this story stops right here, whether you're ready for it or not, in the most brutal, unfair way possible because of these two men. These two men who felt untethered to society or from responsibility, who in the end didn't even take full responsibility. They do not deserve to have a story told, and their story isn't even interesting enough to tell. Okay? If we really want to talk about it. So you have here a PDF file, murderer, and a feminine, again, I'll say, lost kind of floating soul of a person. Okay? These two people decide to commit a heinous crime for no reason. For no reason. No real reason. And then they go on to commit other crimes that are still bad and get dumber as time goes on. And then their stupidity entraps them and they are brought before the law and given the sentence that the law deems they deserve. Thanks. That's not interesting to me.
Okay. Okay.
Anything else you want to say about In Cold Blood?
Nothing at all.
So by the title, Mr. Capote, you know what this is. But you romanticize this young man in a way that is not explicit, but it's there. And I'm tired of it. And you know what? I'm tired of you. Because if it wasn't for Aubrey, I wouldn't even know who you were.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. Aubrey?
Ain't that her name?
Audrey.
That's what I said. Okay, then. Next.
Okay, we get it.
I feel like, what's her name on Abbott Elementary? She don't know no celebrity real name. You know Aubrey. Slay by Brittney Morris. Slay by Brittney Morris follows Kira Johnson, a teen coder who secretly creates an online role-playing game celebrating Black culture. As her game grows in popularity, it becomes a safe haven for thousands of players. Alexis, your thoughts on Slay?
Slay!
First of all, let's have a round of applause for YN. Thank you, YN. You're saving society one teen novel at a time.
Teen novel at a time. This book was creative because she hasn't come up with a game.
Well put.
A whole game. A world, in fact. And I thought that was so cool.
And only a coder could do it, which the author was.
Yeah.
A Black lady coder.
Yeah,
I think see it.
We love to see it. So, do I give her the top spot or do I? Because I can't relate to the character, really. I mean, that's not it. So, I'm going to give her a top spot.
What?
Yeah.
You okay? Listen, I'm not here to challenge. You are giving Slay. I wish I never read this so I could read it again for the first time.
Yeah, I really
look at that smile on your face. You mean it too. I love that. Okay,
I do. I liked it very much. Move her right on up there. That is such. I told my students about her. I said, read this book. It's so cute.
So, Slay as a YA novel tackled themes of misogynoir, of the particular type of racism many are facing today in our country. And it did it in a way that wasn't beating me over the head with its ideals. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The overall focus of the book was this video game and its creation, the purpose of its creation according to its coder.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was such a unique perspective, really well done. And in a way, I'm smarter now because of it. I am not a coder. I could not code a game. However, I know a minuscule amount about coding a video game, which is more than I knew before reading this book. So for that, I will put Slay in I'm smarter now. Very, very much enjoyed it. It was just, yeah. Toward the end, I was like, oh no, this is the villain. But the more I let that sit with me, how come that can't be the villain?
Yeah.
Especially in this book, I'm okay with it. So, now, Someday Maybe by Onyi Nwabineli. Someday Maybe by Onyi Nwabineli is a poignant debut novel about love, loss, and the arduous journey toward healing. It follows a woman grappling with grief while rediscovering her own strength and identity. At its heart, it's a story about resilience, community, and the hope that life can bloom again after heartache. Please, what do you think, Alexis?
It was a really good book. I think
Indeed.
it was a lot of that was a good book. I liked her feelings and how she was sarcastic. She was emotional. She was filled with emotions as she coped with the tragedy. I like that the way the book started. I will put it in, did I read this or did this read me?
Same. I also will put it there. I think to have this flawed character who couldn't get out of bed for days, who was losing her job to grief, and you're still on her side, of course, because of what she's gone through, but she still has a support system that is enviable. And I love that also in this book. But yeah, I thought this was a very unique character for us, protagonist-wise. And the story was very unique. It could have been overly sad where, we couldn't recover at the end. But it wasn't that. And still, it was realistic and relatable when it comes to grief. Yeah. So, yeah, very well done. That's a really good book. That was your pick. Thank you.
Yeah. What else is on this list we got? Let's see. We're coming down to the wire, but
here we go. Stop peeking.
Oh, good grief.
The Black Kids by Christina Hammonds Reed.
The Black Kids.
The Black Kids by Christina Hammonds Reed is a coming-of-age novel set in L.A. during the 1992 Rodney King riots. It follows Ashley Bennett, a Black teenager from a wealthy family, as she begins to see the sharp contrast between her privileged world and the realities her community faces. Both powerful and deeply personal, the book explores identity, friendship, and what it means to find your voice in times of turmoil. What are your thoughts?
I gotta think about this book.
You want me to go?
Yeah, you go.
So when I first read this book, I was just delighted with it. I thought, especially for a YN book, I thought it was tackling some heavy subjects in a very appropriate way. I thought none of the characters are likable, but that's okay in this book. I mean, not one. And you aren't supposed to like any of them, I don't think. These are flawed. These are teenagers. Think of a teenager you like in real life. Exactly. So when I read this book, I was like loving it. Now, having sat with it, I would never read it again. It didn't hurt me. I thought it was well written. I thought the characters were developed well, really fleshed out. But I don't know if I liked it.
Oh.
I don't know if I liked this story, if I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, but I didn't like it. And for that reason, I will say it's good, not great, and that's okay.
That's the same category I put it in.
Oh, can you tell us why?
I enjoyed reading it. I feel like it was a good book. Ultimately, that's it. I think there was a lot of cussing in that book. Too, and children doing adult things, and I didn't like that. So
yeah, kids go to school.
I mean, that was in the other book a little bit, but not the same way. Not the same way. So
now you just like one book more. All right, thank you. Now, The Islands by Dionne King.
Oh, The Islands.
I'm sorry, Dionne Irving. Excuse me.
Dionne Irving.
The Islands by Dionne Irving is a collection of short stories exploring the sweeping themes of belonging, identity, and home through the lives of women scattered across the globe from their island origins. Your thoughts?
You know, I learned about a little bit more about island culture and its connection and the similarities that it has with just me, Blacks in general, I would say. I'll just talk about me. So I would put it in I'm Smarter Now.
Yeah, I'll say the same. I didn't think I liked short story books until this one. So, and each story was enough. Sometimes you'll read a book of short stories and you're like, man, how come this can't be a full book or a movie even?
Yeah.
But no, The Islands, the stories end where they should end and it feels full.
Yeah.
Each and every one. So, I loved these stories and I love the perspective that they brought for me, or they revealed for me. So yeah, The Islands by Dionne Irving is definitely something I would recommend and read again. And I feel edified by it. Thank you, Dionne. Death of a Salesman by Arthur Miller. Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman is a haunting portrait of Willie Loman, an aging salesman chasing the American dream long after it's begun to slip away. Torn between pride and despair, Willie struggles to reconcile the life he imagined with the reality before him and to earn the love and success he's always believed he deserves. Both intimate and universal, the play exposes the fragile hopes that drive us all, making it one of the most devastating and timeless stories ever written for the stage. Again, this is a play. What do you think?
Death of a Salesman. I'm glad I read it. I'm glad I finally read it. So I'll put it in good, not great, and that's okay.
Tell me why.
You know, I'm an Arthur Miller fan because I love all my sons. I think that's the name of it.
They were all my sons.
They were all my sons. It doesn't meet that level because I would put all my sons at the top, okay? At the top every single time. And it doesn't rise to that occasion. And I'm not connected to the characters in this book, but I enjoyed reading this Arthur Miller play.
So, should an author's current work, should any of an author's works or playwright's works be compared with their other works? Like, is that the measure they have that they're up against?
That's what my review is up against.
If you were not a huge fan of All My Sons, would you rate this play good, not great?
I probably would.
So I agree with you based on everything you said. I was like, oh, so this happened to him? Oh, he gone. Okay, well. But All My Sons, when he was like, you were my father, but I thought you were something more. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So I think Death of a Salesman is the playwright's first work. And it feels like it, even if it's not. And he was a young man when he wrote it. I get it. I mean, I get it, but I'm not moved by it.
Okay.
So, yeah, I agree. Well, okay. Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. Me Before You by Jojo Moyes is a heart-wrenching love story between Louisa Clark, a small-town woman searching for purpose, and Will Traynor, a once vibrant man now confined to a wheelchair after an accident. As their worlds collide, Louisa's warmth and optimism challenge Will's cynicism, leading to a bond that transforms them both in unexpected ways. Tender, funny, and profoundly emotional, this novel asks what it truly means to live and to love fully.
I like this book, but yeah, I did like this book. A lot of people like this book was really sad and made you. It didn't for me, but I thought it was a good book. I don't want to keep it. It doesn't fit those last two categories. I don't have to read it again because I read part 2 too. So this is like a one and done for me. But I would also read the third book just to fill out the
complete the story
collection. Yeah. So I'm gonna say it was either this or doom scrolling. Or should I put it in good night great? I'll put it in good night great.
And I'll put it in doom scrolling. Love it. So let's go ahead and get you situated over in Good Night Great. And I'll put it in, it was either this or doom scrolling. There are parts of this book I really enjoyed. I have to tell you, my favorite part is when the mom goes to Luis's home and the neighbor's wife is throwing him out, and that's going on in the background. More of this. Do more of this. This is written very well. This is endearing. I love this. But the main story, so many human rights violations. I feel like just because you're in a wheelchair, you're still my boss, and this is not okay. And they definitely hired this girl to fall in love with this.
That. Okay, you did.
That's not ethical. I didn't, and it don't need to be in a book, right?
Right. But, you can do whatever you want in a book.
I just felt like this was them people problem. Feel that in how you make, but this is not a problem or a situation I will ever face or have to deal with. So for me, it was either this or doom scrolling. I won't read it again. I won't recommend it, and I won't continue the series. But I ain't dead. All right. We got 4 more. You ready?
4 more, yeah. Do we got space?
Yeah, we got space. It extends. Don't you worry. The Phantom Toll Booth by Norton Juster. The Phantom Toll Booth by Norton Juster is a whimsical adventure about Milo, a bored young boy who discovers a special toll booth that transports him to the fantastical kingdom of wisdom. Alongside his companions, a watchdog named Tak and the loyal Humbug. Milo's journey through pun-filled lands to rescue the princess Rhyme and Reason. Bursting with wit, wordplay, and wonder, this classic reminds readers of the joy of curiosity and the power of learning.
Put it at the top.
You wish you never read The Phantom Toll Booth, a truly baby book.
I love
that
baby
you
books.
could read it again. Please expound.
I had so much fun reading this book. I was just taken into the world, and I went along with the little boy into the story. It's like, I'm bored, but let's see what we could do. And we went into so many different lands, and I learned so many different words and puns, and it was just so cool.
Joy.
It was such a joy to read this book, and that is that on that.
So one thing we liked to do when reading this is compare it to Alice in Wonderland. Oof. There are baby books that are foolishness, but it is my opinion that whenever you're writing for children, it should have a purpose. This book has a purpose. It is telling little kids that you are responsible for your own curiosity, what you learn, and the just not being bored.
Yeah.
Okay. It's beyond not touching grass. It's about your attitude, or going to touch grass. It's your attitude. Mm-hmm. So if you wanted to always be pessimistic, it will rain on your head and only your head for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
If everything seems like not worth doing to you and you let life pass you by, that will become who you are. Someone who almost did something.
And
that's
we don't
a
want
great
that.
lesson.
It is.
You don't want that.
Awesome lesson to learn.
That's a great lesson for kids, teens, and adults. And for that reason, I'll say, did I read this or did this read me? And then the puns are just fun. Who don't love a good pun?
I love it.
All right, down to the last three. The Secret Lives of Booksellers and Librarians, True Stories of the Magic of Reading by James Patterson. The Secret Lives of Booksellers and Librarians by James Patterson is a heartwarming celebration of the people who keep our love of stories alive. Through real-life accounts, readers meet the passionate, quirky, and devoted booksellers and librarians who connect communities, spark imaginations, and change lives one book at a time. Uplifting and full of literary charm, this collection is a reminder that behind every great story is someone who believes in the power of reading. What are your thoughts?
I really liked hearing about the booksellers and the librarians and what they do. The prison, there was a prison.
Yeah, that could be its own book.
Yeah, that talked about working in the prison system. And that was very cool. There are a few black bookstore owners in there, I think. And it was good to get their perspective and hear what they were doing. Judy Blume is in there, and I used to read Judy Blume a lot when I was a kid. So I will put this, but the book overall, I would say it was either this or doom scrolling. And that's as I look back on it. It was fine then, but it's not a big wonder. I do like hearing the stories, but I think that's a good spot for it.
I'll agree. I'll put it there also. It didn't hurt me to read this book, and I loved hearing from people who enjoy what they do. It's a good reminder to try maybe to enjoy what you do, although your occupation should bring you money above all else. But why not try to enjoy it a little bit? It's nice to hear people be passionate about something like reading and the programs that they instituted in their libraries and stores. I like that. I like the perspective of the librarian when it comes to banning books for children. So it was either this or doom scrolling. I did recommend this recently to someone who has a friend who's a librarian. And that's who I really think it's for overall, the booksellers and librarians. And I love that.
Okay. Oh, that's good. I hope they read it.
Yeah, me too. All right. The Dry. This is our penultimate book. By Jane Harper. The Dry by Jane Harper is a gripping mystery set in a drought-stricken Australian town where buried secrets surface after a shocking crime. When federal agent Aaron Falk returns home for the funeral of his childhood friend, he's drawn into an investigation that forces him to confront the lies, loyalties, and losses of his past. What are your thoughts?
I'm trying to think. Did I like this book? I can't even remember what my review of it was, but I think I did. I remember the scenario. Yeah. This book, I think she did, Jane Harper, I think she did a good job writing this book. I went along with her and I had so many ideas of who I thought the murderer was, and it was different than I thought when we got to the end. Until there was those telltale signs of it. So I will put it in good, not great.
And I will say it is a Tyler Perry production. I will tell you why.
Please do. Please do.
I am sure that in some areas of the globe, to light a forest on fire, a section of a forest, is a real threat.
It's a real threat.
And I am sure that in some places on earth, if you hear someone committed multiple murders, you let them finish their workday if they work with children, and you wait till it's done before going in there to get them.
That happens.
I don't know these places of the globe. Maybe it is Australia. Maybe that's how Australia is. I only have one friend from Australia. I don't think she would let any of this fly. I chose this book, you guys. And the more I think about it, it didn't make sense.
What? Why?
You guys, skip ahead a little bit because I got to say something. If you ain't read it, skip ahead. And you want to read it. Okay, you gone? Y'all, it was the teacher? Oh, no.
The teacher.
Oh, no.
What, it can't be a teacher? What? What does that mean?
Then go get him then. And how come this teacher get to fool everybody with his weak stories? How come everybody is eating this up, including his wife, who we believe is smart, actually, and very skeptical.
Yeah.
So he was like, I was in an alley. It was two guys, and one of the guys killed the other guy. I was a bystander. What? You sure? Ain't no CCTV. They don't do that in Australia because they don't have crime.
Yeah, I would say they do.
And then if you catch me of these heinous acts, and I have a lighter and a match, I will set this whole island of a continent on fire. And that is enough for you to pause. Because they don't have guns in Australia. Listen, I don't think I like it. It don't make sense. A Tyler Perry production. Okay. Lionsgate. So, all right. Let's continue.
Lionsgate. Okay.
And now for the season finale, Taste, My Life Through Food by Stanley Tucci. Taste by Stanley Tucci is a delicious blend of memoir and culinary celebration told with the actor's signature wit, warmth, and charm. From family kitchens in Italy to Hollywood dinner parties, Tucci shares the meals that shaped his life and the memories simmering behind them. Equal parts funny and heartful, it's a book that makes you hungry for good food, great stories, and the kind of conversation every food-loving individual craves. What's your rating?
I think I'm smarter now.
And of course, that's where I'm going to. Please explain.
It's a recipe book. I love cooking. I love recipes. There's plenty in there. I'm using them. So yeah, that makes me smarter and that makes me enjoy it. So I love a good recipe book. And I like Stanley Tucci, right? And his stories, even though he used that bomb, for me, unnecessarily a lot of times. But
Potty mouth Stanley.
Yeah, but
clean it up.
I was excited about the book and the recipes.
This could have been a memoir about someone who overcomes cancer, and it would have been fine. But he was like, he had the self-awareness to know, nah, this going to need something more.
Yeah.
This is going to have to be about food. As it relates to my life and the trauma of my cancer. And it's all tied in.
It all tied in. And that was great.
Very good. Yes. And I'm smarter now, not just because of the recipes, but I know a little bit more about Stanley, which has always been my goal in life. So, I thought that book was good. I would just keep it around. It's not a book I would read from beginning to end ever again, but I would keep it around to reference just bits of it from time to time. It's a great little vignette-filled book. I loved how he talked about being on set in different countries and what they ate, because that is his prime concern. That was really cool. I like hearing about Meryl Streep choke on some nasty food. That was funny.
That was.
So, that's our season.
Woo!
Then here's a glimpse of the books we read and how we feel about them. Do you think this correctly reflects our 6th season, Alexis?
I think so. I do.
Okay. Well, it's important that it reflected correctly, because what is our 6th season? Do you have something you want to announce?
Our 6th season, you guys, is our final season.
What?
Yes.
Lit Society podcast is not coming back. What does that mean for everyone who pays to watch our show on Patreon? We don't know yet, but you won't be paying. We'll definitely pause it. We're going to take a few months off, think about things. We're still reading. I mean, we're still friends, but it's a lot to put this podcast together.
Yeah.
It's the worst part of reading. Can we be frank? Taking notes on books.
Yeah, that's always been a drab thing.
Yeah. And then for me, I edit all the shows, and it's a lot of time that honestly I do not have right now. So we're going to step away from Lit Society Pod. It's us. It's not you. You guys are great. You're the only reason we stuck around for 6 years.
Absolutely.
And we're going to read, travel, try new things, and check back in. But you won't be paying for anything, Team Literati, in the meantime, or Merch Masters. And speaking of you, Merch Masters, thank you so much for investing in our show and in us. I'd like to gift you with something from Lightity's Fragrances. This is a gift set, and it contains 4 of my first fragrances, and also those that reflect the authors I love. So more information will be coming this week, and I'll let you know how to get that Basically, I'll be sending it to your home, but make sure your address is updated on Patreon and you will get a gift set from Lightities. And thank you again. We love you guys.
We love you guys so much. It's been a wonderful 6 years. Even though we haven't touched you and talked to you in person, it feels like we have when you engage with us with your comments and tell us what you love about what we've done. People have sent us stuff and we thank you for the things that you've sent us. And it's just really been a wonderful experience to be a part of this podcast. Carré and I have been reading together for years, so that's never going to stop. We will always have a book to read. We will always be reading something together and separately. That joy will continue. We're just going to be missing you guys.
Yeah, and some of you have sent over some book recommendations since our last episode. Thank you.
Thank you.
We be reading that, and we will refer to that list. And I think I'll reach out to those that recommended books and let you know if I read them and what I think, and we can chat.
Yeah.
Why not? We just don't want to take hours and hours of our life every week to read a book. And then sometimes, can I just say, you need to sit with a book longer than a few days. So with this show, we read a book, we take notes as we read, and then we hurry up and record. It's still a way to digest literature.
Yeah.
So I'm going to reread some of our favorites to see if I really loved them. Looking at you, Tolstoy. And that's going to be nice too, taking my time with that.
Yeah, I'm thinking about War and Peace.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I want some War and Peace. I need to take some time and read that since I don't have to do it for a podcast.
Yeah.
So what is this, our 7th year?
No. It would have been. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We started in 2019.
You guys, thank you for almost a decade of love. And we'll see you over on Patreon.
Absolutely.
We still around and we still love books. So until next time, read something. Oh, also, Lit Society Pod, that might not be around much longer. So you will find us on Patreon, on Instagram. We don't check that very often. Where else will they find us, Alexis?
Oh, I don't know. Wherever we are.
That's it. And for emails, stop emailing info@LitSocietyPod. That might go away. Email LitSocietyPod.
Go away.
LitSocietyPod@gmail.com will not go away. So you can always find us there until we're not. All right, you guys. Yeah, read something. Let's say it again. And until next time, you guys.
Read something.